please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
A pleasure to invite SP Tulsian of sptulsian.com. Good morning, sir. Well, first up, Edelweiss buying up the Religare Securities business. They have not told us the price, but they say that they are going to get about 1 million clients, about 1290 branches, I think 90 branches and 1290 outposts. Would you re-look at Edelweiss stock because of this acquisition?
Lata, probably I'll not look for the Edelweiss stock for the reason that firstly the consideration is not known, number one. Number two, if you see the press release which says that they are acquiring the Religare Securities business. And honestly, if you enlarge the Religare Security business, they have said that equity broking, commodity broking and depository participant services, and I don't understand whether there is any attraction in the broking and commodity acquiring the commodity and equity broking business as well as the depository participant services, because all those things are, all those threes are already existing. But if you come on the 1250 points, it is the 90 branches and 1250 points, and now mind it that they have not spelled out on the employees how much they will be taking over, because Religare has an employee strength of about 8400 and they have 1250 points. So all the 1250 points will be catering to the business which will going to get acquired by Edelweiss too, of Religare for the Edelweiss as well. But you do not know, you have no clarity in respect to the employees, that how many of that 8400, how much will get absorbed by the Edelweiss. So you have so many missing links seen without which it is not possible. And because if you really see the core business, even if you have 1 million customers, majority of them must be having dormant, having shifted to other brokings and all that, which may not be attractive, which may not be attractive for those 1 million customers to revive and come back under the Edelweiss fold. So there are so many missing links. I won't be taking a call unless until you have clarity largely on two things. One is on the employees they are going to get absorbed, and second is the consideration, and third maybe the scope of the areas which they are acquiring. If it is only equity business, equity broking, commodity broking and depository participant related services, I won't be interested. But yes, 1250 points distribution services needs to get defined. So there are so many missing links which will be, once you have the clarity, then only one can take a call on the Edelweiss.
Okay, Mr. Sen, good morning. And for Religare stockholders, is this an opportunity to make an exit? It's run up a bit over the last 1 month.
See, Anuj, it should be used as an exit, but sometimes when you have the stock hitting upper circuit and because the kind of bits and pieces, if you are divesting the stake and business of the company in pieces, that means there may not have been a single buyer for the entire company, because there may not be seen having much attraction in acquiring the company as a whole by the potential acquirer. So if they are selling in bits and pieces, probably they will be left with the bad and the maybe sticky lots with them, which may not be too attractive for the existing shareholders of Religare. So definitely one should use that opportunity. It is only the price at which one should exit. Whether one should exit, probably market may get enthused that yes, the process of some kind of monetization have started by Religare, and you may see the share hitting upper circuit again. So wait for that, but exit call has to be taken from Religare stock on this news event.
Okay, so exit the Religare stock when you get a chance. In any case, that stock is up about 40% in the last 1 month. Big moves coming in over there. Ms. Tulsian, morning. I also wanted to ask you about Tata Steel and the expansion plans over there. Of course, dilution is on the cards, but what did you make of the capex?
See, again, it's a very strange thing. Firstly, let me tell you that yes, this reaffirms the story which we have been saying, that India has extremely great potential on the steel front. We are going to see the India emerging as the second largest producer in the world, overtaking Japan, maybe next 18 or 24 months. But coming on the plans, having initiated or chalked out by Tata Steel that they are expanding their Kalinganagar capacity from 3 million ton to 8 million ton for 23,500 crore, that gives a per million ton cost of 4,700 crore, and this can only be called as a brownfield expansion, not as a greenfield expansion. So if you have this kind of what you call the capex being estimated with a lead time of at least 4 years, the management is estimating lead time of 4 years. It may gets enlarged to maybe about 54 months or so. So, that will probably evince interest in the steel stocks. I'm just giving a comparative play. I'm not trying to shift my focus from Tata Steel, on which I will just keep continuing. But that will show the interest, for the acquisition of the NCLT cases, 5 steel accounts, on which we have been, playing for, in fact, for the last 3 months or so. But coming on Tata Steel, it's very strange that 6 months back we have seen them exiting from Europe business, from the Tata Steel, from the steel, and now they are expanding their capacity in India, which in fact has been, should have been moved maybe a couple of years back. So this is more, seen more, a belated move on part of Tata Steel. But coming on this Kalinganagar expansion to 8 million ton with 23,500, again the balance sheet will get enlarged with a debt of about 12,000-13,000 crore. One may argue that will be back-ended, because the project, the debt will get raised at the back-ended maybe after 2 years down the line. But that will definitely be seen negative, because company is already loaded with the debt in their books. And after 4 years, if the project is going on completion on after 4 or 4.5 years, what will be the situation at that point of time? So I'm not too enthused with this move per se, because this is seem to be a belated move, and may not be gelling well with the financials of Tata Steel at the present stage.
Oh, okay, so today the stock could actually get punished for dilution, perhaps. That's of course likely. Mr. Tulsian, any thoughts on the HDFC announcement? I mean, this was expected, but they're going to spend 8,500 crore buying shares of HDFC Bank. Any thoughts on both these stocks?
See, I think we continue to have positive view on HDFC. Always, we have kept the positive view on HDFC. But if you see the situation, you have said, they are investing 8,500 crore in HDFC Bank, but they are mobilizing 13,000 crore as well. And the HDFC have always been very smart, in raising the capital very seamlessly and, without any much pain or much effect. In fact, if you see the history of raising capital, it has never been felt that the equity dilution has happened at HDFC Limited, because the warrants have always been their innovative instruments, which have been designed and structured by them, and they have already raised the capital by that method, maybe couple of times in the past, in this past 6-7 years, and that has always rewarded the shareholders, because one can keep a positive call on HDFC Limited, I think, for the decades. This I have said in my many of the our investor camp, and at so many other places also. So I'm impressed with this move of raising 13,000 crore and investing 8,500 crore. Maybe, if you take a call, because HDFC Bank is also looking to raise the capital, and because HDFC is holding about 24-25% stake, so they need to have the matching this thing, which here at this point of time, they are slightly increasing maybe probably we'll see their stake increasing mildly, maybe to 26-27% or 28%. But leave aside, I think this is a pragmatic move for both, because for HDFC Bank, obviously capital is a lifeline, which will keep improving their performance. Going forward, things will be seen positive for both HDFC Bank and HDFC Limited.
Okay, Mr. Tulsian, we discussed it yesterday as well, but the big move on both Maruti and M&M. M&M, of course, has the bonus stripping angle as well, but your thoughts on, at what point would you want to buy these stocks again?
See, yesterday I've said that probably on Maruti we won't be taking a call the moment it hit 5 digit. I don't say that I don't see any value, but it may be, fine for those who have already entered. In fact, we have been giving the buy call at when the share was ruling probably in 3 digit for the last 5 years, 4-5 years, when the markets and, experts were screaming on their Ahmedabad, on their Gujarat plant move, calling it becoming a trading company. And at that time also we have taken a strong buy call on Maruti. But if you really take a call now, yesterday, in fact, I've said that if I no point in taking FY20 earnings, if I take FY19, then 330, that's the best case scenario as EPS for Maruti. I don't find any reason to give a P multiple of more than 30. So that translates into a share price of 9,900, and definitely that will be seen, share reaching to its optimum value. Whenever stock goes up, we all becomes bullish. Obviously, nobody will say that stock will turn, but at that point, it may turn out to be at its full value, or maybe, having exceedingly some exuberance in built in. Coming on Mahindra & Mahindra, because being the third largest players in the PV space, passenger vehicle space and all that, In fact, we have been finding a lot of values in Mahindra & Mahindra, though it has not moved in that proportion. Our buy call has always, preceded over Tata Motors, because market has always compared Maruti and Tata Motor, but we have always taken Maruti, Mahindra & Mahindra and Tata Motors. So we continue to have a positive bias, because I think best is yet to come in Mahindra & Mahindra. Mahindra & Mahindra, apart from the bonus, maybe from tax planning purposes and all that, it is a holding company for so many other residual business of Mahindra & Mahindra Group also. So keeping positive bias at the current level on Mahindra & Mahindra, but won't advise buying in Maruti at the current level.
Okay, yeah.